Thursday, April the 27th, 2017, and this is your Barbados Today morning update. I'm Emmanuel Joseph. Thanks for joining us. Topping the news at this hour, health authorities have issued a warning to citizens to be on the lookout for contaminated turkey wings after several cases from a contaminated shipment that was recently dumped at the Mangrove landfill in St. Thomas were apparently stolen from the landfill. Acting Chief Medical Officer Dr. Anton Best confirmed to Barbados Today that the 650 cases of condemned wings deemed to be unfit for human consumption were disposed of 2 weeks ago. However, Dr. Best said it was since discovered that some of the contaminated cases were illegally removed from the dump site, raising fears that they may have been offered on the market for sale.
A decision was made by the Ministry of Health in collaboration with other partners to dump them. So an operation was done about 2 weeks ago to dump the turkey wings. Reports got back to us that the turkey wings were being taken up after they were dumped. A hole was dug for them and covered over. And apparently as soon as our guys left, some people apparently went in and took the turkey wings up. So obviously the turkey wings were deemed unfit for human consumption, and there's a risk of even more of them being even more unfit for human consumption by the fact that they had started to fall and that they could have been exposed to contaminants in the soil at the landfill.
However, commenting on the development, Chief Executive Officer of the Barbados Agricultural Society, James Paul, said he was happy that local health authorities were carefully scrutinizing imported poultry and other food products in order to safeguard the health of Barbadians.
The fact that this has happened, at least in the case that the health authorities do have an eye out, and we hope that they will continue to be vigilant in terms of ensuring that food that is less than of desirable quality is not consumed by Barbadians.
Police were last night investigating another serious road accident. It occurred outside Ammon Beach Resort, Hayworth, St. Peter after 7 p.m. and involved a car which overturned. One fire tender and 2 ambulances responded to the incident. No further details were available up to late last night. And a senior tourism official has likened a recommendation to raise the cruise head tax and airport exit fees to attempting some kind of a Hail Mary solution to the island's economic problems. Chairman of the Barbados Hotel and Tourism Association, Roseanne Myers, warned that even worse, such a grab at taxes had the potential to kill the very industry on which government was depending to attract desperately needed foreign exchange. The government of Barbados has pledged further funding for the Barbados National Registry. Minister of Health John Boyce told in renaming ceremony of the now George Allen Chronic Disease Research Center yesterday that the registry was too critical to the health of Barbadians to allow to fail.
Over the last decade, the Barbados National Registry has made a meaningful contribution to health programming and health policy development in Barbados through its annual reports on stroke and cardiovascular disease and cancer, which delineate disease burden and trends in our community. These reports provide the empirical basis for strategic decision making. Let me make it very clear that given the value of the Barbados National Registry to health and wellness in this country, the government of Barbados remains committed to the provision of funding for the Barbados National Registry.
The Barbados-based investment manager Fortress Fund Managers is warning investors to expect lower than average returns on their assets, given the dwindling number of investment options here that meet its objectives. In its just released quarterly report for the January to March period, the investment firm said despite an overall positive performance, it continued to face significant challenges in its Fortress Caribbean High Interest Fund because of the ongoing Caribbean government debt crisis.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
Good morning, Phillips & Company, may I help? Oh, certainly. One moment, please. Miss Phillips?
Yeah?
There's a lady on the line from the Nation newspaper who would like to speak with you.
The Nation? Wish she go on?
Well, they're trying to sell us some ads.
Look, don't make me laugh this morning. Ads in the nation? They're real expensive, and for one here, nobody ain't buying them papers no more. Nobody ain't want to steal news. I hear reading Barbados Today online for free. So I tell she thanks for calling, but no thanks. We just advertising Barbados Today, families. Tell she is Barbados Today all the way.
Okay, I'll pass on the message. Mom, are you still there? Oh, she put it down.
The Barbados Today, news you can trust.
We are back with news from the region now. St. Lucia's Prime Minister and Minister of Finance, Alan Chastanet, yesterday introduced the 2017-2018 estimates in the House of Assembly. In introducing the over $1.5 billion estimates, the Prime Minister reflected on the 2016 fiscal year and forecast modest improvement in revenue growth in 2017.
The budget is the best that we can do at this point, but it's not enough. And this is why I'm saying to you, sir, that over the next 3 years that I've been charged to turn around this economy, because the first thing we must do is grow the economy. So the things that I've been doing to try to get investors in this country, to generate new jobs, are priority number one. And that's why I have a difficulty with some agencies that continuously fight the need to grow. Almost like growing or investment is a bad word.
And on the international scene, the top U.S. commander in the Pacific says the American anti-missile system designed to mitigate the threat of North Korea's missiles will soon be in operation. This comes against the backdrop of a large-scale artillery drill carried out by North Korea, and we have more in this CNN report.
People say they are up and ready to fight the United States if need be. That is the tone that we hear on the streets here in North Korea. I was actually speaking with a soldier in front of the USS Pueblo. It's the Navy ship that North Korea captured back in 1968, the spy ship. They held the crew hostage for a while back then, and the soldier said that this time around North Korea has a weapon that could sink the USS Carl Vinson Carrier Strike Group. They also talked about the nuclear submarine that arrived in the waters off of South Korea, made a stop in Busan yesterday, and those trilateral joint exercises, the naval exercises between Japan, South Korea, and the U.S. They say they are not alarmed. They say they have faith in their leader, Kim Jong-un, that he has the weapons and the manpower to fight back against the U.S.
And that's news, but for the very latest, visit our website at www.barbadostoday.bb. Also subscribe to our e-paper, email updates, and like us on Facebook. We are also on iZoomi Media in bus terminals, or Screenplay at supermarkets and gas stations near you, as well as Mix 96.9 FM. I'm Emmanuel Joseph. Have a fantastic day.